Old Nintendo Gamer.
And Son.
Hello and welcome to Old Nintendo Gamer and Son. We're here with Jenny LeClue Detectivu and we're starting a new game, erasing all collectibles in progress. Oh, it wouldn't even let me do that. Confirm, because this is the first time I've ever played this game. Let's get cracking with Jenny. Oof. Curfew. Arthurton, you'll never want to leave. Nice atmospheric start. Oh, I gotta choose when I'm sipping water. He's creepy. Definitely whistling that song. Rolling home. Yeah, what are you doing out on a boat this time of night, pal? I'm already loving the visual style. Great. Bit of an interactive movie this is, with a detective murder mystery theme going on. Alright, mister. Right, oh, my game controller is a low battery. Let me quickly, before we even get right into things here, let me plug that in then. There we go. The battery will not fall out on me now. Right, so it looks like I gotta line all these up. I gotta do that one last, by the looks of it. That should do it, I think. I don't know, what we call him by a submarine? Secret underground underwater base? Lovely. And he said, let there be light. And there was light. It's got a feeling of Grunkle Stan and all those kind of things. Jenny LeClue Detectivu. Is she Jenny or is she Jenny? Slips like a pig. Come on, Jenny, wake up. Oh, that's not Jenny. He's got a typeface.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton.
Oh, am I working my way through
To
a
the
book?
casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels.
Right, I want to go to Agatha
Typical,
Christie's.
maybe even forgettable.
Freshly baked daily.
But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue, and she was the world's greatest detective.
Nice. That's me.
Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then.
Good voice acting. He's got a little bit of a nervous edge to his voice, and he doesn't really want to talk to this guy, but it's his
Richard?
book
Yes,
publisher.
I got it. I did, and my answer is no.
Oh.
I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
I can move around here. I can open letters. Dear Arthur, can I zoom in? I can zoom in as well with Y. I can move. And apparently I can rotate. I can't rotate, that's for sure, but I can flip. Ah. Right then. Dear Arthur, hope all is well. Afraid I got some bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Do. Nowadays, young readers want some more mystery and danger. You lose number Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news is it's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book, so we're going to give you one last go and see if we can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. I'm not a murderer. Add some drama. The bottom line is if we don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Jenny and the last hurrah. In other positive news, someone from a real pack newspaper finally reviewed your last book, Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich, the 38th and hopefully last book in a series which is very much past its prime. Once a collection of mysteries, stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity. Blah, 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 without reservation, worst. Arthur K. Finkelstein, quality and waste of time. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a great doorstop. Wouldn't know a good story if you bit her on the rump. I took the worst bits out. Unbelievable, I imagine all of this come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move on with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows, maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up, though, huh? Richard Inkwell. P.S. Squash next time. At least you have to work on the backhand soon. Okay. That's quite nice. I like how you flip things around. I bet it'd be good in... Oh, I found something underneath the cafe. What is this? I found an art gallery art. You found a piece of art. Head over the gallery set in display. Ah, very nice. So by moving things... This pencil. I can roll this pencil off the table. Oh, I can play. Good. Letter to Finkelfan's draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein. And here we are, book 38 of Jenny LeClue's series, a most joyful adventure yet. Thank you for all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. You have both been incredibly supportive. Sounds like my podcast. To answer your questions, number one, despite any rumours you may have heard, or at least Jenny's books will continue as long as my ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. Yes, they'll be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. Who's this? Oh, 5 of 5. I'm going the wrong way. These are to say thank you very much to, or good. Those are the characters. Chapter 1. Sun rose over the sip coffee. And the ministry's visit, which we just read. Oh, I just found something here. I found gallery art again. Right done, is that it? So how do we exit? Exit, okay. So a bit of backstory.
You don't understand
there.
what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine, I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir.
Uh-oh.
Boring? Predictable? Pah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Oh my goodness me. Who's gonna die?
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead. Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No. Never move the victim.
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue.
You are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Julie LeClue, former detective, teaches dumb students, terrible cook, great mom.
But he's doing it wrong.
As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me. I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
that much.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Why
Murder?
else does she have green
Don't be
on her
ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder. And I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
It's this which is bothering me.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face.
What
They
nose?
were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision. It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
Well done, Jenny. Gallery art. Thank you very much.
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
I like Jenny already.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
She's been poisoned.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Sulfur.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. Approximately 8 sizes too big, and covered in mud. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
How didn't they slip? Because the boots... A wet floor...
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on
They
the
should
floor.
have. Especially
So
touching
where are
water.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here. Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
There was the coffee cup, and there was the mouth, and then make deduction by doing that, and then holding down.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer.
Ooh.
The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Thank you very much.
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly
No.
not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover,
Jenny?
the gardener, enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side,
Oh,
even
yeah.
Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today.
No
Don't forget,
wiser
next
words
class is our
said.
field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch.
Lessons for life. Questioning, you will learn the truth. Or you'll find yourself at
The
the
students
truth.
need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
A jam sandwich.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
Oh, I gotta press Y. There. I got a whole...
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna decorate this. I want one more. I want one of these sparkly things. I'll do. Except it was in the wrong place. Ah. Okay, that'll do. Exit.
A new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Find a map, keep it here. Choosiness. You chose a creepy tune for the mysterious man to whistle. Of course I chose a creepy tune. Can I zoom? No, I can't move. I can change a page, yeah? Ah, I can go back here and... Right. Right, that's a nice book.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Uh-huh.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get...
Divorced.
Emotional.
I've really gotta go.
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow. The case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
I gotta help my mom.
Okay,
Come
Mom.
on.
I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again. Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And
You
try to
did
stay out
say
of trouble.
earlier that ask a
When
question
do I
to
ever get into
find
trouble?
the truth. I gotta find the papers though.
All right, let's find these papers and get out of here. Looking rather trim today, Ethan. You
Yes,
diet?
Ethan.
What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Ah, I just found a piece of paper underneath.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Never makes it personal. Never leaves Café unattended. Anything else? Yes. Oh, there. It's a lovely little game this is, sorry. There.
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard. Found you. Time to get out of here.
Really? Is there anything else I can do in here?
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment. Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
Can I zoom in or do anything here? No, I can't. I'm just looking at someone's snot by the looks of it. I'm gonna pick up that scrap. Yay, I got an art gallery. That's it, over here in this corner. I'll head to the right and see if there's anything else I can do. I can move him more as well. Okay, let's put it back where it was. Thank you. I just had chocolate almonds delivered to me. 4 of them. Very nice. I'm not going to leave classroom now. I'm going to see Ethan. Hi, Ethan. How about the jam?
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
Nice.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
Nah, you never had pig's blood cake. So check out. Tasty. It's a bit like black pudding. Okay, that's it. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna go up and down. No, it's only left and right.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
I'm ready.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Loving this little relaxed game style so far. Wait, I just said interact. What can I interact with?
What the? What a mess. I should investigate.
Oh, yes, please.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
The case of the puzzling postcard. Nice. This is awesome. Exit. Right.
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos. I wonder if
Missing
anyone else
cat.
reads this junk. Hold on. What's this? Oh,
Stay safe,
no.
stay
They've
indoors.
extended curfew
Please pardon
hours
our mess
again.
while we improve our power
9
grid.
p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town. It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
Hey, I can find stickers as well. Cool. Can I flip it over? No.
Hey, you!
Oh, hi there!
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was pruning, but then I discovered this cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Come on.
Really? Like what?
Mushrooms with eyes that glow in the dark, berries that emit a bioluminescent mist, and flowers with nectar as sticky as superglue.
Where? I've never seen any of those things.
Well, believe me, they do exist. I've had the pleasure of seeing them up close. That's one of the privileges of working for Dean Strausberry in his greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Dean is retiring. Okay. I think I just saw something. that's a pedal. Okay. What's that bird up to? It's Halloween, got a bonfire celebration. Why is there a rubbish? Another identical.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the dean's impending retirement.
Left. Left. I said left, damn it! What part of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier. If you're not careful, we're gonna have Braun's brains all over the floor.
They seem busy. I should probably lead them to it.
Yeah. Seems blinking angry. Do you reckon that's the... Yep.
Hello,
Dean.
Mr. Strausberry. How are you today?
Liz Strausberry, beloved Dean.
A jolly gentleman, the dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
Ah, lovely.
What do you think, Jenny?
The dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Strausberry.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
Yeah, perfect.
It might be all those bronze pancakes, Mr. Strausberry.
No legacy is so rich as honesty. You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you. I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
Ooh.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny. A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
Well, okay. Anything for you, Mr. Strausberry.
Oh, how wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few questions.
Interrogation Dean Strausberry.
The dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt moonbeams. And not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
yes, there's a strawberry stain. It's jam.
The dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
So we got a jam stain. Nice watch, Dean.
His watch is slow. That's unlike the dean. He's usually very punctual.
Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
She's gonna
Why
get
are
a
you
new
meeting
Dean.
then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Strausberry?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget. Now, where were we?
Ipsa scientia potestas est. Looks like Latin.
It is.
Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Strausberry family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power. The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny. And nothing is as important as the truth.
Quite right, so why is everyone lying to me? Grass? Yeah.
For the dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Strausberry.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh! Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy. I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt.
So I got 6 clues. Hey.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
A thick bundle of note cards poked out of the dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest? You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Strausberry.
Next Dean.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short, and quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now. I just can't seem to find the right words.
There's something on your bow tie there.
It can't be dandruff.
No.
He has no hair.
It's
I
he's
have
been
a
eating a
hunch
donut.
it's powdered sugar.
So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Strawberry
Mr. Strausberry.
jam donuts.
I've got everything I need to solve this mystery.
Raspberry jam donuts.
What did the dean eat for breakfast? jam
Yep.
on his shirt and powdered sugar on his tie. The evidence points strongly to the dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
That is pretty cool.
What else can I tell about the dean's morning?
The Dean's pocket watch is slow. He's at the cafe. Something else. A distracted man, yes.
The dean had
Preoccupied.
neglected to wind his pocket watch. The act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off. Which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen.
Oh, the shirt button's undone.
You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing... raspberry.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Strausberry. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a LeClue. Your father would be so proud.
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library.
Alright.
What a small world this is.
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny LeClue.
Oh, we meet again. That was nice. Can I go up different places? No, I can't. Okay. I wonder if I'm missing something.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
In her short time as a detective, Jenny had learned never to ignore a ringing phone.
Okay, so we shan't.
Hello?
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
What? CJ, is that you?
The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Really? This again? It's me, Jenny. We don't need to do this.
I have no idea who you are, and I know no one by that name. The dog barks loudest before the dawn.
Fine. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it cook a 5-course meal.
Good. The wind blows strongly from the east.
Ah,
A watched pot feels very self-conscious.
Excellent. The evening sky is full of fireflies.
The absent-minded goldfish swims into the blender.
Ah! Jenny, it is you!
Of course it is!
I need to meet with you right away.
Okay.
sounds like
Where do you
Dr.
wanna meet?
Brown. Awesome.
This place will do.
Conspiracy theorists frequently
Everyone
jail
in
for public
town knew that
outbursts,
CJ was mad,
questionable
even
grasp
dangerous.
of reality.
He's not dangerous. He just doesn't accept things at face value. Sure, he's a bit fixated on extraterrestrials, but at least he's passionate about something.
CJ and Jenny certainly indulged each other's obsessions. But most of all, CJ treated Jenny like a colleague.
And not a little kid. CJ, why did we go through all that if you're right here?
Can't be too careful. Are you sure you weren't followed?
Who would be following me?
Shh. This place is compromised. We don't have long to talk. Now, what did you want to talk to me about?
What? You called me.
Did I? Why?
talking to CJ was a bit like navigating a maze. You had a rough idea of where you were headed, but you couldn't be sure you'd ever get there.
I'll help you figure it out.
The third mystery, the interrogation of CJ. I gotta find 3 clues. Right, where's he got a compass on his, with strange symbols? That's right.
I knew he was hiding something. A compass with strange symbols where the cardinal direction should be. Looks broken. Where did you get that compass?
Ah, you spotted it. I knew you would. It belonged to my father. He left it to me to find the truth.
You're not gonna find anything with that. The needle is wandering all over the place. A bit like you.
It's searching.
For what?
For them. It's this town, Jenny. It's Arthur. They're here, among us. And this proves it.
Or it could just be broken.
Could be. I guess we'll never know.
Right, that was the first clue. There's something here. Oh, I found a piece of gallery art. Lovely. Right, that's nothing else. What's... There's buttons. Ah, something hidden here. Another gallery piece of gallery art. I know it's something in his hand, but is yep, there's something in the back of his foot. Tucked in socks, not a good hiding place. Aliens are
What's
among
that
us.
sticking out of your sock?
Ah! That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I intercepted a secret message. Classified intel. It's proof, Jenny. It's happening again. It's time for us to join the fight.
Aliens are among us.
This doesn't look like the kind of
Are they
pamphlet he
coming to
usually
your
makes.
pets? Are
It's
you
been
prepared?
professionally printed.
Could CJ finally be onto something?
Alright, I have to flip this because there's something in the back. Join the Space Cadets.
this is part of a cereal box.
today.
A cereal box from another space-time continuum?
Nope, just a regular cereal box. It's an ad for a toy.
But why? Why would it just be lying there in the trash?
Because nobody wants it. Alright.
I'm sorry, CJ. There are still great mysteries out there to solve, but this isn't one of them.
Jenny had uncovered why CJ had contacted her, but something else had caught her eye.
Yeah, something in his hand. That thing. It's a birthday cake.
Is it your birthday, CJ?
Birthday? Whose birthday? Clangston's birthday. But Clangston died on his birthday. Assassination? Possibly. Abduction? Almost certainly.
CJ, the card?
Oh, this. It's for you.
Is it my
Impossible
birthday?
shot. Died instantly. No suspects. No human suspects, anyway.
Thanks, CJ.
Thank you.
That's, thoughtful. I didn't think you'd remember.
I know what it's like to lose something important to you. Now triple shred and
Like your
incinerate
mind.
that card as soon as possible! It's got my fingerprints all over it!
Okay.
So what's the plan now?
Library. Research. Very important. Very hush-hush.
They let you back in?
Not yet. But I've got this hat now.
It wasn't your head that needed covering.
No, for disguise!
I know, CJ. What is it this time? More UFOs? Radio wave mind control? A globally connected communication network used exclusively to view pictures of cats?
Jenny, you sound crazy. I'm just preparing my defense for the hearing.
Is this because you tried to hypnotize Mrs. Brown's prize poodle?
No, that was last week. It's because I peed in the water tower.
CJ, that's gross.
And this is the thanks I get for saving everyone from the mind control chemicals?
Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
But
Nope, he's
CJ was gone.
CJ, I know you're standing behind the phone booth. I just watched you walk over there.
No, I'm not.
Okay then, bye.
See you later.
Alright, and with that mysterious CJ, we'll call it quits on episode 1 of Jenny LeClue Detectivu. I'm absolutely loving this kind of style and the kind of narrative that's going on. Wonderful little actors in it as well. So we'll carry on in part 2. Thank you for watching the first part with me, Old Nintendo Gamer. Bye bye. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the Any Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.